Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is Creative Card Challenge Wednesday, and I've got, a really fun card for you today. So, oh my goodness, big news. Tomorrow, Thursday, June 24th, free shipping. Oh my gosh, this is such a great time. So I was telling a lot of my customers, the big thing that's going to be starting up in the card world is the Christmas cards. I know it's only June, but we are going to start Christmas cards because it takes a while to get. Some of you guys make hundreds of Christmas cards. You need all this time. So envelopes, you're going to need envelopes. Let's get your envelopes free shipping. So go over to the shop tomorrow and also put in the host code. So free shipping, $50 or more. With the host code, I'll also send you a nice gift at the end of the month. Okay, so that is what we're doing there. Like I said, challenge, simple stamping is what we're doing today. Simple stamping means just cardstock, ink, and a punch this time. Sometimes it's other things, but just paper and ink and a punch. And we're going to call it simple stamping. So we've got that going. Let's move over to, nope, that didn't work. Hold on. There we go. Oh, I love it when I can't get my act together in the morning. There we go. Whee! Perfect. Okay. Simple stamping. So I'm going to be using, sorry for all the clumping noise. I'm going to be using this stamp set. The kind of card I'm going to be making today is, I'll need a stamp set that lends itself well to making like a spray or a cluster. And so all these little leaves and flowers, I can stamp them around a punch shape, and the punch shape will sit on top of it, and then you'll have all this greenery coming out from behind it, okay? So that's why I chose this stamp set, but any stamp set that has images that will come out from behind something that looks nice, like mostly it's greenery and flowers, but there are other things that you could use also. I'm looking over here at Party Puffins, and you could use the candles. The candles could be coming out in the background. All right, so we have that. We also have our card base, and I'm going with this year's in colors, and this is the, always forget the names of them, Fresh Freesia, and a white layer to go on top of that. And the punch I'm using is this combination. It's our two heart punches. They layer on top of each other. So this punch is larger, and I'm punching this out in the Fresh Freesia, and this one's smaller. I'm going to punch this out in white, and it's upside down. There we go. And we're going to put the sentiment on this one. All right, so I've already got them punched out for us, just like this. And our white is going to go on top of our Fresh Freesia, and we're going to have that. All right, so far, so good. Oh, I can't see my comments. Hold on. Boom. There we go. And who do we have this morning? We don't have anybody this morning. That's all right, you guys. When you get on here, say hi. And, oh, wait a minute. Yes, you are here. It just took a minute for you all to load. Hey, good morning, Mary and Jennifer, Kim, Debbie. I got Hildenell and Anna and Susan. Good morning, everyone. All right, so Creative Card Challenge. Now, before we get on with the challenge, though, let's go ahead and spin for this week's... what am I doing here? There we go. We're going to spin for last week's winner. That's what we're going to do. Come over here. I had 16 of you guys enter the card challenge last week. Last week's was a card sketch, and you all came up with some great cards. I really liked them. All right, we had 16, so I've got 16 in the wheel. And it lands on number 6. And let's see who number 6 is. I'm going to scroll down. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I've got Barbara Drake. Congratulations, Barbara. I love it. All right. So, Barbara, I'm going to need your mailing address so I can send you a little prize in the mail for entering the challenge. And let's get on with today's challenge. So, I need to bring this back over. There we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find where my punch is going to lie on top of here. So I'm going to take my heart here, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, put it in the center. All right, about right there. I'm going to take a pencil and very lightly mark my borders, my boundary lines, so I know where my flower and leaves are going to be coming out. Okay, and like I said, very lightly. And I actually won't really need to erase this because the fresh freesia heart will cover up these lines. It's bigger than this heart. Okay, but if you don't have that situation, you want to make sure you have a pencil that erases easily. This is the Bic number 2. Whoops, there you go. Now you can see it. Bic number 2 pencil. I love this pencil. That white eraser just gets that pencil mark off of there. The pencil is a nice soft lead. All right, now that we have this, we're going to start some stamping. And I'm going to start with my light, soft succulent. And I'm going to take some leaves. So my first leaf one here is this one. And I'm just going to kind of randomly, whoops, as I drop it, randomly kind of stamp this right there. Okay, let's see, what else one do we want? Let's get this one here. I like this one. And we're going to put one here and one down here and one over here. Okay, there we go. Now I want, and I'm looking at my card that I made last night, if you all are wondering what I'm looking at. All right, so that is everything I've done with the soft succulent. The next thing I'm going to do is my flowers. Now my flowers, because I want the leaves on the flowers to be green, I'm actually going to take my writing markers. And if you haven't invested in these kind of markers, these are not alcohol. These are just regular water-based markers. These are great for when you want to put multiple colors on a stamp. So I want to put the pale papaya for the petals of the flower, and I just color that. Okay, then I'm going to come in with the soft succulent down here where the leaves are and put this ink right there on the stem and the leaves. Okay, now the trick to this is using your breath. Okay, and whoops, don't spin too much. And I want to just put that flower right there. Isn't that fun? It gives it two tones. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more for you guys. Not too much. There we go. That looks good. All right, let's do it again. So we just, we take the paintbrush side, the brush tip, and just color the part of the stamp that you want colored in that color. And then come back with the second color and color where you want that color. Okay, it's pretty easy. And like I said, the trick to this is your hot breath your breath will moisten. It will just kind of reactivate the ink. And we're going to put this one right here. There we go. And one more. I like doing threes if I can. Sometimes the shape that I'm doing doesn't lend itself to threes, but if I can do threes, I try to do threes. So I'm going to do that. And put this one down here at the bottom. Okay. Ta-da. All right, we're done with that one. Now we want our little pink flowers. So we have this flower here, and this one doesn't need multiple colors, but it's so tiny that it's just as easy to use the marker than to get out the big ink pad. All right, I'm going to put this one here. And one down at the bottom. And one more on the side. There we go. There. So we're done with that one. Now this little tiny one here, Let me pull it up so you all can see it. There it is. This tiny one works really well on the tips of this branch here, okay? So that's what we're gonna do with that. We're gonna use the polished pink again. We'll just put a few of these on here. Okay. So just like that. Pretty, huh? Yeah, this is really a fun stamp set. It's got a lot of great sentiments with it. It's called Lovely You. Lovely You is the name of this stamp set. Okay, I've done all the pink that I want to get done. Now I have another multiple colored stamp here. This one has leaves and little flower buds. I'm going to pull in the fresh freesia here on these buds. Okay. And then the, I'm actually going to switch to the evergreen. Okay. And I like how our brush tips have a nice fine tip, so you can really get in the exact spot where you want to put ink. So right there without getting out of the lines. Okay. I'm going to put that one right there. Okay. I'll put in a few more. Now, one thing about watercolor versus alcohol, water-based inks will blend and you can contaminate. So you want to be very careful not to get the evergreen into the purple. When you're coloring the purple on here, you want to be careful not to touch where you have the green ink, or you will get green on your purple tip, and that won't be any good. And you can get it off by continuing to color till it leaves, but yeah, you just want to be careful. Let's put this one down here. And let's do one more. So this is what I'm talking about. When you're coming in here with the purple, you want to be careful not to touch where you have that evergreen. And if you accidentally do, I mean, it's not that much evergreen, but just want to be careful. Yes, Colleen's asking, is it only these kind of markers? Yes, please do not use your alcohol markers on these stamps. You will ruin your stamps. Well, you won't ruin them. What it does, it just stains it. The ink won't come onto the paper very well, and it'll just stay on the rubber. And yeah, you just don't want that. It's a mess. So only the water-based markers are for coloring stamps. Good question, Colleen. Thank you. Whoops. And where am I putting this one? Right there. Okay. All right, so we have some colored flowers. We've got a couple of spaces here still, and I still have some more, still have one more stamp here. Now this one, I'm using the colored marker because I only want one of the leaves in some of the spaces. So I'm gonna take this and I am going to color this leaf here, okay? And I'm going to put that right there. Okay, so just that one leaf there. I actually, oh heavens, I hope that didn't mess us up. You all, can you still see me? Oh no, shoot. I put on Do Not Disturb and this phone still messes up. All right, hold on, come on. Okay, are we still recording? I think it's still recording. Oh my goodness. I have my Do Not Disturb on. I have my my ringer off, and yet I got a spam call and it knocked my thing out. Okay, great. Carol says she can see me. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, and I can't put it on airplane mode because, well, I need the internet to do the FaceTime. So, all right, so I did that leaf. Let's do this one. Let's see, where did I put it there? Okay. let's put this one here. Ah, that looks good. And I need some more right there. Yeah, we're just going to color this whole thing since that's a big area. Okay. There we go. All right, I think we're good. Now's for the fun part. So like I said, we are going to be putting this on top of there. And we also need our sentiment here. So let me get my sentiment. And you can use the markers here, like you could put just in one color and because in the other. However you want to do it. I'm just doing the whole thing. Okay, make sure you get it good on there and then breathe. There we go. Ah, I love it. Perfect. Okay. And let's get out my adhesive. And this is just a fun punch set to own because hearts are more than just Valentine's and anniversaries. Hearts are for everything. I mean, they're just great. Love hearts. Okay. And oh goodness, I don't see my, oh, here are my tweezers. I was looking for my piercing tool to get these backs off, but my tweezers are so sharp that they're like a piercing tool. All right, here we go. We're gonna cover up all that mess there in the middle. Isn't that awesome? It just makes it so pretty, but it's not quite done. Now we're gonna put dimensionals back here. I heard my husband scream out. I hope he's okay. Oh goodness. I'll tell you guys later if he's okay. If he screams again, I'll go running. All right, we got all that on there. What did you say, Debbie? Oh no, I missed it. I got to go back up here. She said, a poet I'm not. Debbie Spicers, you are here, you are there. You are everywhere, a poet I am not, laughing out loud. Debbie, you're so silly. Okay, let's get these covers off of here. There we go. And we are finished with our card. Okay, so your challenge is to just use cardstock, ink, and a punch, okay? And now, of course, you could jazz this up a whole lot more, but for our challenge, just leave it this way. We could add bling on there. We could put a ribbon on there, all kinds of stuff, but we're just leaving it nice and simple. It's called #simple stamping. And then when you're finished, put it on our card challenge page, but also go over on your, either your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever, and put in the comments or in the description, #simple stamping. So that other people can share and see all the different kind of simple stamping ideas that are out there. And if you need some ideas, search #simple stamping and get some great ideas that way too. All right, you all, this has been a very fun Wednesday morning. Thank you all so much for participating. And once again, congratulations to, who was it? Barbara Drake. Yes, Barbara Drake. And congratulations to you and to all of my wonderful card makers out there. I love you guys so much. Y'all are so awesome. I'll see you back here for Fun Fold Friday. Do not forget, bum-ba-da-bum, look what I made. Free shipping tomorrow. Okay, this is an amazing deal because shipping is 10%. And when you put in orders like 150, that's $15 in shipping. That's a good savings. Also, when you spend up to 150, you can order, you get 15 free dollars from Stampin' Up! As host reward points. And you get to choose the host gifts that are in the back. The only people who go over 150 can choose those items. I mean, I could ramble on all day, but just remember, free shipping tomorrow. Also, I have a host code. Let me throw that on there too. The host code for June. When you spend $50 or more, I will send you a nice gift at the end of the month. I love you guys. See you on Friday. Bye-bye.